Hi, this is Zach at Aeroplane Software, and I want to show you a really cool thing that Amazon has got going now for their web services. A management console for their virtual machines or Amazon machine instances. So you have to have an EC2 account already, but then you just log in. And then you get this dashboard where you can really quickly just choose a machine that's already configured. They just have a few quick ones listed here, a few Fedora boxes with various configurations and a few Windows Server boxes. We're not going to do that yet. First, we want to generate a key pair that we'll use. I already have a couple, but I'm going to show you how you create one. I'll call it demo pair. And you'll use this to SSH into the new box. And what you'll have is this file called demopair.pem, and you'll save it on your machine. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the dashboard and go to that launch instances. And here I'm going to run a Ruby on Rails box under Fedora. It asks you to set up an optional security group for the group of ports that you're going to have open. This is sort of like a firewall definition. So I'm just going to say web server. I'm going to use the recommended name. Just some ports I want open. And I'm going to say I don't want the database port open to the world. On the next screen, you tell it how many instances you want and whether you want them to be small or medium. And then you choose the key pair that's going to authenticate to this. So we'll select the demo pair we just created. And then we say launch. Okay, and now we can look at the instances to see what's running and what's not. So that instance we just set up is in starting mode, and that's going to take a minute. So I'm going to go over to my console, and in order to use that key pair file we have, you can see that it's in my downloads directory, demo pair. Let's look at the long version. Okay, now when I want to use SSH with this key pair, SSH is going to complain about the permissions because right now it allows read access to the world. So first we're just going to change that to 600. That gives the owner read-write permission and no permission whatsoever to anyone else. So that takes care of that. Back over here in the console, you can see that our instance is now running. If we select the box here, we'll get some information about it under here. Now the most important piece right now is probably public DNS. This is actually the address of this box on the net. That's just been dynamically created by starting up this instance. So if we open up another browser window and we go there, you can see that it's up and running and Rails is already configured on it. And one more thing I want to show you is when you want to SSH to that box, this will give you an SSH command to use for that. We just have to modify this so that the path is to our actual demo file. And boom, we're inside. We go to Home, Web User, Hello World, and we have the full Rails app running right in here. Anyway, it's a really cool thing, a really quick way to get a server box up and running, and I think it makes server hosting super easy.